Kruzof Island has pristine wilderness and beautiful beaches. But just how clean are the beaches of Kruzof? What would we find if we went looking for garbage there?
I'm Captain Lewis Hook with Coastal Footprint. We are sailing a small sailboat 10,000 miles from Alaska down to Chile. What our primary mission is to just stop at all the beaches along the way and pick up as much debris as we can.
Okay, so under this log, we've got a milk carton. And it's number 2 plastic, which is HDPE, which is the high density polyethylene. And so, as I try to pull this out, it just breaks into all these smaller and smaller pieces. And so this is a perfect example of how this type of material experiences very little like decomposition, and it undergoes like a photo decomposition, where it just breaks into these smaller pieces. And so over time, as these pieces get smaller and smaller, you're just left with tiny fragments that can then float around in the watershed and bind up with all these other persistent organic pollutants that then could be ingested by the biota.
So there's pieces left down there.
There's pieces left. It's virtually impossible to collect it all because it just fragments and gets smaller and smaller. There's always more. You can look at one spot for so long and think you found everything, and then just glance around and there's more tucked under every little branch and every little nook and cranny.
Just on a very small section of Kruzof's shoreline, probably a quarter of a mile, we found just over 500 pounds of debris, which is quite a bit for such a small area.
So what can people do to keep their beaches clean?
One really important thing is when you go out and you see trash, around anywhere on the ground, just pick it up. This is becoming an increasing issue. There's more and more debris everywhere, and everyone can make a difference. If you see something, just pick it up and it'll help preserve the wonderful environment that you're in.